Imagine pulling out an ordinary-looking quarter from your pocket, only to realize it could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars today. That's the story behind the 1970 Washington quarter-dollar coin. At first glance, it looks like just another everyday 25-cent piece, but hidden within some of these coins lies a treasure that collectors around the world are willing to pay huge sums of money for. The Washington quarter has always been a staple of American currency. First introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, this coin quickly became a favorite. By 1970, the design had already been in circulation for decades. But the 1970 quarters stand out in a very special way. Some of them are tied to incredible stories of minting errors, rare conditions, and historical quirks that turn these coins from small change into life-changing jackpots. One of the most fascinating facts about the 1970 Washington quarter is the existence of the 1970 S-proof quarter struck on a 1941 Canadian quarter. Imagine that, a quarter minted on another country's coin. This incredible minting error has stunned experts and collectors alike. One of these rare coins sold at auction for over $35,000, and similar examples could go for much more today, depending on condition and demand. That's a quarter worth more than a brand new car. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Collectors are also willing to pay huge amounts for 1970 quarters with unusual features. For example, coins with off-center strikes, double dies, or other minting mistakes can sell for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. A coin you might think is flawed or imperfect could actually be one of the most valuable pieces in your collection. In fact, a 1970 quarter with a major double die error can fetch prices in the thousands, making it a dream find for treasure hunters and coin enthusiasts. And let's not forget about condition. A regular 1970 quarter pulled from circulation might only be worth its face value of 25 cents, but if you find one in pristine, uncirculated condition, the value skyrockets. Collectors are willing to pay hundreds of dollars for quarters in mint-state grades. The shinier, cleaner, and more well-preserved the coin, the higher the price tag. That's why it pays to look closely at every coin you come across. You never know if it's been hiding untouched for decades. Now, here's where the big money really comes in. Some 1970 Washington quarters are considered so rare and valuable that their worth has been compared to millions of dollars in potential collector markets. Yes, you heard that right. A simple quarter worth millions. These jaw-dropping values come from coins with extraordinary errors, one-of-a-kind conditions, or unique historical significance. To a passionate collector, owning such a coin is like owning a priceless piece of history, and they're willing to spend a fortune to make it theirs. The thrill of the hunt is what makes the 1970 quarter so exciting. Imagine searching through rolls of quarters from the bank or digging through an old coin jar in your home, only to uncover one of these hidden treasures. It's like striking gold, except in the form of a coin that most people overlook. The excitement is real, and countless people continue to check their spare change daily in hopes of finding one of these valuable gems. Another interesting fact is that the 1970 quarters came in two main versions: the ones minted in Philadelphia and Denver, and the proof coins from San Francisco. While most of the Philadelphia and Denver coins aren't worth more than their face value unless in mint condition, the San Francisco proofs, especially the ones with rare errors, are the ones that can bring in big bucks. Some proof versions are so highly sought after that collectors will pay thousands of dollars just to get their hands on one. What makes the 1970 Washington quarter even more appealing is that it's part of American history. The early 1970s were a transformative time in the U.S., marked by cultural change, technological advancements, and a growing coin-collecting hobby. Owning a 1970 quarter isn't just about the money. It's about holding a piece of that history in your hand. And when you combine history with rarity, you get a coin that becomes truly priceless in the eyes of collectors. So, what should you look for if you want to know whether your 1970 Washington quarter is worth a fortune? Start by checking the mint mark. Look for the S mint mark that indicates a proof coin from San Francisco. Then examine the coin for unusual features, doubled letters or numbers, off-center strikes, or anything that looks out of the ordinary. And, of course, check the coin's condition. The better it looks, the more valuable it could be. It's important to remember that while not every 1970 quarter will make you rich, the possibility is always there. Even if you find one worth a few $100s, that's still an incredible return on a 25-cent coin. And for the rarest varieties, the sky's the limit. Some of these coins have been auctioned off for sums so big they could buy a house, pay off debts, or even fund a retirement. That's why collectors and treasure hunters never stop searching. The next time you come across a 1970 Washington quarter, don't just toss it into your change jar. Take a closer look. You might be holding on to a hidden jackpot. Whether it's worth thousands or even millions, the value of this coin goes far beyond its 25-cent face value. It represents a thrilling adventure, a slice of history, and the chance to turn everyday change into extraordinary wealth. So, dig through your pockets, check your coin rolls, and pay attention to the details. Your ordinary quarter could be the extraordinary treasure that changes your life forever. After all, when it comes to the 1970 Washington quarter-dollar coin, one person's spare change could be another person's golden fortune.